My name is Laura. It is a pleasure to be with you guys today and to do this reading today. I am doing a urgent messages from spirit guides reading. I have not done that in quite some time. I love doing them. I love working with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, and that's what I start with in these particular readings. So what we're just going to find out is what members of your spiritual team are working with you right now and what urgent messages do they have. This is a weekly reading and it's kind of for the next 7 days. However, it's also timeless. So that means whenever you click on it, there might be a message here for you and it will be for the next 7 days. So let's just go ahead and get on with our reading. On pile 1, I have an Amazonite, in case you like to choose based on the stone. On pile 2 is an Arrowhead Obsidian. On pile 3 is a really nice piece of clear quartz crystal. It's almost a wand, but it looks like it's been chopped off a little bit, but it's a beautiful piece. Okay, so make your choice about which one of these piles you think has your messages from your spirit guides, from your spiritual team. And click on the timestamp in the description box below that corresponds to the pile that you have chosen. That will take you directly to that point in the reading, and I will see you there. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 1 for your urgent messages from spirit guides reading, these are going to be your messages. Pile 1 did have that lovely Amazonite on it. So I do start these readings with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle, and these are by Kyle Gray. I do that for a reason, because I do think that we have like a spiritual team that is working with us all the time, and these cards kind of represent spiritual teams. They can represent ancestors, whether they are known or unknown. They can represent passed on loved ones. They just are really great for these kinds of spirit messages. And then additionally, I have a new deck, the Wise Woman Tarot. This is what to say about this. This is actually a very special deck you can't really get anymore. You might be able to find them, but they were conceived by a woman in Florida named Flash Silvermoon. She was a psychic, she was a musician, she was a lot of things actually. However, she conceived this deck and created it, and it is a beautiful deck. It is really, really based on goddesses. It's based on the feminine, and she didn't completely eliminate the men from this deck. However, it is very feminine focused, which is fine. And I included one card from her deck in here with these to see what goddesses might be working with you right now as well. I will probably have to read this because that is one of the beautiful things about this deck. This is very well researched. She researched those goddesses. She knows them in and out. So that is one amazing thing about this particular deck. But let's just see what we got here. Let's see what spirit guides are working with you right now and what particular urgent messages they have for you. So you got Autumn, release the old and rest. You got Drum, dream and journey. And you got Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. For your goddess that is working with you right now, you got Artemisia, and it's the Three of Wands in the tarot. So what I'm getting for you guys is the overarching message here is this is the time for you guys to be manifesting. After a period of resting, like maybe some big event has happened in your life, maybe there was a loss or something, then you had a period of resting, getting back to your center, finding yourself again. Maybe that was in the fall. And now it is time for you to dream, to unlock the magic that is within you and put your desires out into the universe, because what this is saying is whatever it is the desire, whatever it is you dream of, when you put that out into the universe, it will come true for you. There will be a period of waiting, and that's what this Three of Wands is talking about here. Yes, look out on the whole world and decide what it is that you want next, what magic you want to come into your life. Put the desire out there and it will come back to you. The drum was a very sacred symbol in both Native American culture and in Celtic culture, and it is all about that. It is that finding the rhythm, the beat of your soul, getting in touch with that beat of your soul, and through that figuring out what it is that you want out of life, what it is that you want next. And I'm feeling that it's adventure, that it's something out there in the world but whatever it is, it's time to dream it up, and it's time to go for it. And this is saying, for some of you, it has to do with actual spiritual gifts that you have, that you want to take out into the world, that you want to use to help others. For some of you, it's like maybe that's how you get in touch with what it is that you want to do next, is by consulting someone who is psychic or someone who has the gift, a tarot reader, someone like that, who can help you get in touch with what it is that you want to do ultimately. Because it basically is just saying, first of all, believe in magic again. I feel like that may have been lost for some of you in this whatever loss it is that you suffered, that you had to recover from. It's important for you to believe in the magic and to go for what you want and draw it into you. I do want to read this Artemisia, because part of the beauty of these cards is learning about all the goddesses, and there's so many in this deck. Let me just tell you a little bit, and it's short, so I'll just tell you. Artemisia is the famous naval strategist of Korea in Asia Minor, who fought her way to fame in wars between Persia and the Greek city-states. As her ships are sailing off under her orders, she looks out from her hilltop over the sea, awaiting their return. So she is setting the wheels in motion to win the war, whatever the war was for her. And she's waiting for them to come. She knows they're coming back. She has no doubt that she's going to win. She has no doubt that they're going to return with whatever it was she sent the intention out there with. Whatever she wanted them to do, they're going to be victorious and they're going to come back. There may be a period of waiting, but she knows it's going to happen. So that's the message that is being given to you guys again. And also to believe in magic. Believe in magic again. Dream again. Put your dreams and your desires out to the universe. Wait patiently. It's coming back, but it is definitely coming. And there's an element of faith in that message as well. Let's just see if Spirit wants to say anything else about this. The Two of Swords. The Two of Wands. Definitely all about prospecting right now. Figuring out what it is that you want to do next. Figuring out where it is that you go next. That's almost like being at a crossroads. The Fool card and the King of Wands, Aries energy, entrepreneur energy. This is definitely a time for you guys to get very, very clear. Go within, figure it out what it is that you want, and put those desires out into the universe. There may be a leap of faith involved in this, whatever it is that you want. Could be. But you have the wind behind you. You have Artemisia behind you. You have the magic of this, not only this magic guardian, but maybe ancestors in your past who had the gift, who will guide you through the process, who will be whispering in your ear and telling you, you know, what you need to do to shoot these desires out into the universe. And then just the patience to watch it come back to you. There will be a little bit of delay, but it will definitely come back to you, and it's going to be a great adventure for you. Okay. You might, this is the King of Wands does talk about entrepreneurial spirit, so it might be that you want to start a business yourself. Very much a lot of adventure here, like you want to go skydiving, or I don't know, I mean, whatever. Maybe you want to go on a long trip, maybe you want to climb a mountain. Whatever it is that you want to do that feels like fun and adventure and taking a leap of faith and feeling alive again. I'm definitely getting the feeling alive again after a period of mourning, really. Like there was some loss to you, and that can be anything. It can be a person that was lost. It could be a job. It could be hope. You know, sometimes you're just mourning the loss of desires that you had in your childhood that you're deciding, well, that's not going to come true, so that's over. So let me just mourn that loss because it's not going to happen. Okay, so that's not going to happen. That doesn't mean that this one thing is the only thing that can happen in the world that would be fun and exciting and adventurous. What next? What else could happen? What other kind of adventure could you have? Maybe you lost a business. You started a business and it didn't work out. Okay, so that business is not going to work out. Fine. Mourn that loss. And then what's next? What business will work out? What do you want now? That is the urgent message from Spirit. They're saying you've got to stop this. This is over. This is everybody goes through periods of mourning. Whatever it is that you're mourning, that time was good. It was good for you. It helped you to get on an even keel, but now it's time to move forward and figure out what you want next. Okay. To finish up this reading, because this is going to be different for all of you. Whatever might be adventurous to you, whatever might require a huge leap of faith for you, whatever it is, it's going to be individual. But I do want to point out that both of those cards are looking out into the world. They're looking out into the whole world. He actually has the world in his hands. So this is something that is big. It's something that takes you out into the whole world and not just in your little corner. Overseas, worldwide. Maybe that's through like YouTube or something, but it's bigger than just your corner of the world. It's dreaming big. All right, what final words of wisdom do you have for pile one? What final messages? Let's just see. Final messages. This is interesting. Miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. There's something very magical and something otherworldly about this request that the universe is making for you to dream. Believe in miracles again, believe in magic again. What you want can happen. Maybe not in exactly the same way that you wanted it the first time. Maybe you wanted it one way and it was like, oh, it didn't happen that way. Okay, that doesn't mean that you give up on your dream entirely. That doesn't mean that miracles can't happen. That doesn't mean that there's magic out there that can come true for you. You just have to expect it to happen. Put the desire out there and expect it to happen, even though there's going to be a delay, a little bit of a delay. Just know, like you know, that it's coming into you, just because it's what you desire. But start now to get clear. Do some internal work right now to get clear on what it is that you want and put that desire out into the universe. And that's the message for you. All right, that's all I have for pile 1. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Take care. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 2 for your urgent spirit messages, this is for you. This reading is for you. So pile 2 did have the Arrowhead Obsidian on it. And that particular stone absorbs negativity. So that's kind of a good one to carry around with you sometimes. So let's talk about what I'm going to do here with this reading. I do always start out these spirit guide messages with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle by Kyle Gray, because these cards are really, really good for that. They do have so many of the ancient ones in here. They give you clues about what ancestors, known or unknown, you might be working with at this time, what guardian angels might be watching over you at this time, what animal totems might be working with you, what celestial what would you call it? Celestial phenomena you might be working with, sun, moon, stars, whatever. They're just really, really good cards for that. And then with these, we will find out, you know, who on your spiritual team might be working with you right now. And then I got this amazing new deck. It's called the Wise Woman Tarot. And it is very heavy it's very feminine focused, very heavy on the goddesses. I love this deck because it is so well researched. She researched so much information about the goddesses that I did not know anything about, or just, you know, women, powerful women throughout history. So I love this deck for that particular reason. So I want to see who on your spiritual team is working with you and what goddesses out there might be guiding you with where you're at right now. And this will, of course, all be based on the messages that are in the cards. I will read this particular one because, as I said, she did a lot of research. And I like I said, I don't know about the goddesses. So that will probably have to be read for you guys. But I will just pick these messages up kind of intuitively because I kind of know these a little bit better. All right, let's see what we got. We got the Snake, Shed Old Skin. We got the Lord, Take Charge with Authority. And the High Priest, Intend and Create. For the Goddess, the Wise Woman Tarot, you got Seeker of Swords, Melanipe. Okay. This is an Amazon woman. Okay, the overarching message here is you are being pushed to act, and to act with conviction. Like in a big way. with authority. You've got that take charge with authority card. Look at this guy, intend and create. He's got this, well, I'm not sure what this is, but he's got this kind of rod here that he is pushing out to the universe, and he said, that's what I'm gonna do. That's where I'm going. This is like the lord of a manor, like in old, I would say in old England or whatever, or maybe Celtic, maybe Scottish or Ireland or somewhere like that. He is lord of the manor. He is the man in charge. People go to him. He makes the decisions. Again, he's got a rod in his hand. This Amazon woman is just moving forward. Let me look at this, okay? Hold on. Melanipe, okay. So Melanipe, the black mare, was one of the most illustrious, that's upside down, Amazon warriors and one of the queens of the Thermodan Empire. Even though Amazonian was a worldwide phenomenon, two groups are generally mentioned. One group was the African Libyan Amazons, and the other was the Asiatic or Thermodan Amazons. So it is Asiatic. Okay, so Asia. So she's basically galloping into battle. That's what the Amazons did. They were equestrians of great renown. She is a zealot, always ready to fly into action at the slightest provocation, as well as a just cause. Patience is not one of her virtues. So this is a huge message of act now, act with authority. And when we're talking about shedding old skin, it might mean maybe at one time you were timid. This is saying get over that. You're moving forward. Maybe at one time you weren't entirely sure whether you were capable of doing what it is that you intend to do. Get over that. You're shedding all of that, all the doubt, all the uncertainty. All the naysayers, even if that's you, you're shedding it all. If you were known as, like this particularly happens in families, like when you grow up with people, you are a certain way when you're young. And then as you grow older, you get new skills, you get more confidence, you change. But people still want you to be the way you were like when you were a kid, which is not very realistic. We all grow, we develop, we learn new things, we conquer things. You're not who you used to be. You're not that shy, timid, afraid person. You are someone who is going to go out there and is going to get what they want. And this is a message from your spirit guides who are saying, do it now. Let's look into this a little bit more. This is very interesting. I feel like it's probably going to be different for all of you guys, right? But there is such an urgency here in this message of do not delay 1 minute longer, do it now. Let's see what else. What other messages do you have for pile 2? Pile 2. Woo! Okay, let's go with these right here. I don't like that dropped on the floor. Let's see if it wants to come out again. One more pass through. Is that it for pile 2? Anything else? No, okay. All right, so you have the World, the King of Cups, the Strength card, the 8 of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands. Okay. So if you do know tarot, this is like a little bit like the Emperor card. It's establishing yourself out in the world. You do have the World card here that's kind of like this. You're shedding the old skin. A cycle has completed. A new cycle is beginning. It does, whatever this is that is coming to you, I feel like for some of you it has something to do with work, maybe a work partnership, maybe education, maybe a new job's being offered to you. Maybe you're being accepted at a school that will, that you've wanted to go to. It's one that you intended, right? So you wanted to go to it. Whatever this new cycle is that's coming into you, it's going to be great. It's going to be good. It's going to be kind of enthusiastic. You have enthusiasm for it, and it's kind of fun. But that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. You got the Strength card here that does say it's going to require some determination, some strength. You're kind of getting that in all this take charge stuff. Do it. You have what it takes. You can make this happen. The energy is there. Use it or lose it kind of thing. And I feel the energy, it's new inspiration, it's new ideas, it's new opportunities. Whatever this energy that's coming into you for this thing that you desire, it may come for it may come through someone. The King of Cups is my card for Cancer. It could also be an older gentleman who is really good at relationships, maybe a PR person, maybe just kind of a big old love bug. You know, they're just really good at emotional things and they have an emotional intelligence. And this could also, quite frankly, be you, male or female. It could be you're at the highest place of emotional intelligence that you have been in your life. Maybe that's why you are shedding an old skin, because you've been through a lot. And when you go through a lot like that, you do learn a lot on an emotional level, how to conduct yourself better, how to take into consideration what other people think and how other people feel from an emotional standpoint. I mean, you can't all the time take their desires and feelings into consideration, but you know that's a part of it. If you're going to be a leader, people's feelings are a part of the decisions that you make. It can't all be just about your head, right? It can't all be intellectual. I am also, and I never get that with this card, getting a Piscean energy here. There are fish in this card. There's always been fish in this card, but it's still more more Cancer to me, because there's crabs up here. But I am getting a Pisces feel from this as well. I don't know if you're Pisces or if this person that comes in that helps you or that gives you this information that helps you move you forward will be a Pisces. I'm also seeing some overseas travel here in this card. There's a ship back there. This guy is on the ocean. So for some of you, this might require some travel overseas. It's movement. It's quick movement. It comes in very suddenly, and the urgent message from your spirit guides is when it comes in, do not delay. Go for it immediately. It's time to take action, to take charge of what you created, because the opportunity to create what you intended is coming into you. It's coming into you very quickly, and it's time to move forward. Don't even think about it. Go for it. Okay. I kind of don't know what I want to get to finish this up. It's pretty exciting. It's almost so intense. Well, I want to do two, I think. I'll get a Sacred Traveler. What final words of wisdom do we have from the Sacred Traveler? right into my face. Breaking trail, a breakthrough is at hand. Yes, absolutely. It's coming in. The opportunity is coming in. You're getting ready to have a breakthrough, and that just kind of reiterates that message. Be ready when it happens. And then the last thing I want to get, because I don't use these very much and because I like the simplicity of these messages, and they are usually pretty happy, I want to get a sacred, Sedona deck, Sedona Oracle card for you guys. Final messages for pile 2. That's way too many. Final messages for pile 2. Okay. The unexpected, again, lizard. So when you're out in the desert, those lizards, you can kind of sometimes you don't even see them until they dart out in front of you. Then you're just like, oh, there's a lizard. Something unexpected is coming to you. It will be an absolute breakthrough. Its new energy pushes you forward into what you intended, helps you to shed the old skin and the old burdens and to move forward. New cycle beginning. Do not hesitate. Go for it when it comes into you. Take charge. Bam. Like the Amazon woman, Melanie Pay, go for it. Full steam ahead. Okay, that's all I have for pile 2. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Take care. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 3, these are going to be your messages, your urgent messages from your spirit guides. Pile 3 did have that really nice clear quartz crystal on it. So I got a couple of things here to start us off on this reading. The first is some cards from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle by Kyle Gray. I love these cards for spirit message readings because that's technically what this deck is. It does have guardian angels in it. It has ancestors. It has clues about passed on loved ones that might be helping you at this time. Any, just angels, ancestors, passed on loved ones, spirit guides, all those things. So I do like these to get started on spirit guide messages. And then I also have a new deck, the Wise Woman Tarot. What's really cool about this deck is this woman who created these cards, Flash Silver Moon. Well, she was a lesbian, so she was, just very interested in women anyway. But this particular deck is very goddess, female focused. So most of these cards have some kind of goddess or strong woman in history, in the card. And I love that. I don't know the goddesses very well, so this has been kind of a learning experience for me to learn about the goddesses, and it's been really, really cool. I still don't know them completely, so I will probably have to read that particular one. These I know a little bit better. I've been working with them for longer, and I can probably read them more intuitively. So we're just going to get a feel here for who on your spiritual team might be working with you right now for whatever it is that you're going through and what urgent messages they may have for you. That's what we're doing. Okay, so let's see what we got. You got the Hermit, retreat and recharge. You got spring, see your seeds grow. And you got winter, take care of your needs. That is very interesting and succinct. And then you got nurturer, Venus of Willendorf. So let's look at this card real quick. So the Flash Gordon did break up the Empress card from the traditional tarot deck into 2 cards, and this is one of the Empress cards. So it will have a different meaning from the traditional. But what I really want to talk about is this Venus, this goddess, Venus of Willendorf, because I do not know who she is. So part 1 of this image for card number 5 of her major arcana is the Nurturer card, and she chose for part 1 of the image, she chose the Venus of Willendorf. At 60,000 years of age, she is one of the oldest works of art yet to be discovered. Patriarchal archaeologists have tried to minimize her importance by reducing her to a mere fertility charm. She is more likely an ancient rendering of the great goddess. Her large pendulous breasts are filled with life-sustaining fluid of the universe. She appears pregnant and faceless, and she is not a particular woman, the mother of us all, of all life. Okay, and then beside her are 2 open pink hands surrounded by the golden globe, symbolizing the way she gently cradles the world while firmly maintaining its security. The background shows a gradation of the Cancerian colors, green and blue. Okay, so she does associate this particular card with Cancer. But anyway, I thought that was very interesting that this work of art, I guess it's some kind of pottery or some kind of clay, is 60,000 years old. And that's really cool. It makes me want to do even more research on this Venus of Willendorf and find out what I can about her. But anyway, all right, nurturing. Very, very clear message here. This is your urgent message from Spirit. We are in the wintertime, although this is a timeless reading. It is wintertime. It is time for you to retreat, to go within, to take care of yourself, to nurture yourself, to let other people nurture you. This is just that time for you. And this is saying, be okay with just taking care of yourself right now, not moving forward with your plans and your ideas, and not having to work real hard right now, or you're just at a time where you need to take care of yourself and take care of your needs. There is an element of the Hermit of like a spiritual quest, a spiritual retreat. So maybe meditation is important to you right now. Maybe yoga is important to you right now. Maybe there's so many moving meditations like Tai Chi and those kind of things. Maybe that's a part of you recharging. Maybe it is to get some insight spiritually. And the message of the card is, once you gain that insight, then you can go out into the world and shine that wisdom that you have gained for the rest of the world. You're shining a light after you go within. And I think for some of you, that's definitely a part of this message, because you have this message of spring here that says, see your seeds grow. So I feel like you're in a gestation period. You're growing spiritually. You're gaining insights, whether you realize it or not. Sometimes you don't realize it at the time. Now is not the time to move forward, but in the springtime, it will be time for you to move forward and to share your knowledge in whatever way that may be for you with the rest of the world. Share what you've gained through this period of just taking care of yourself and going within and allowing whatever spirit wants to bring to you to come into you. That is a very clear and succinct message. It's time for you to be nurtured. Maybe you're one of those people that's always taking care of everybody else. Now it's your time. All right, let's see, what other messages does Spirit have for pile 3? What else? What else do you have for pile 3? I'll take whatever comes, related or not. Judgment. 2 of Pentacles. Five of Cups and King of Pentacles. What else for pile 3? Anything? Four of Cups. Again, Four of Cups, not moving forward right now. Same thing, legs crossed on the ground. Fours are stability. They're, a little bit of stagnation. It's just not a time to move. For some of you, you may be actually in a period of mourning. The reason you're having to go within right now is because there has been some kind of loss for you. That'll be different for all of you. It doesn't feel like a particularly great loss, but who can say how great your loss is? That's really for you to say how great it was. But I do feel like for some of you, that's why you're going within to recharge. Because there is some kind of mourning, some kind of loss. But you're nurturing yourself, you're taking care of yourself, and that is the advice from Spirit. This is the time for that. It's time for you to take care of yourself. Or to let other people take care of you. Maybe you are a little bit under the weather. Some of you are just trying to balance too much, and maybe you need to let somebody take some of that off of you. You just got too many burdens. You got too many things going on. Take care of your needs. Can somebody else help you with some of that stuff? That's the question. I really want to see this Judgment card here. Show me this I'm going to get a clarifier. Show me this Judgment card. High Priestess. Six of Cups. I'm going to go one more on that Judgment card. Show me this Judgment card. It's too many. Show me this Judgment card. Queen of Wands. Okay, so in the springtime, things start moving forward. That's kind of happens a lot, right? Spring is for forward movement after the winter. This is kind of, for some of you, this might be like a dark night of the soul thing that you're going through. But after the winter, there is always the spring. And when the spring comes, there's going to be movement forward. This Judgment card literally talks about waking up to life. So in the spring, you will be waking up to life after a period of stagnation. I don't even want to call this stagnation. It really feels more loving than that. It really feels more almost like retreat-like going to the spas and taking care of yourself and having an opportunity to do your yoga every day. I mean, who doesn't want to do that? Because we get so bogged down with work and all the obligations that we have. This almost feels like a spa winter for you guys, which is great. Okay, so then in the springtime, things do wake up again. You're being called back to life to go out there and do something. And for some of you, like I said, this has a spiritual element to it. This Hermit card, like you're going within to find the answers spiritually. So when you come out in the spring, you got the High Priestess. That's definitely a card of spirit, a card of female spirituality as opposed to masculine religion. It's a card of intuition. It's an internal knowing. It's an internal knowing that you get from this time of reflection. So you go out into the world as this, actually. Queen of Wands is a very powerful queen. She absolutely is in charge of herself. She has everything around her in control. This is a Leo, minor arcana for Leo. She's kind of the queen that has it all. Everybody envies the Queen of Wands. She has a great family. She has a great love life. She's really good in business. She kind of has it all. She has a sense of adventure. This is definitely one of the cards of business owner, entrepreneur. And so so yeah, you're going out into the world come springtime. You're being called, wake up to life, go out to the world, share what you've learned. You're in your element, definitely using your intuition. Your intuition is absolutely on point. But for some of you, what you're dealing with, what you're sharing with the world, there's a great deal of childhood innocence in it. Now, what does that mean? It can mean several things. It's some magic that you rediscovered when you went within in the wintertime. It's some childlike magic that you can now share with the world, maybe in the form of a children's book, maybe in the form of some games for children, maybe in the form of teaching children. For some of you, it's something that you desired when you were a child that's coming back to visit you. A childhood desire that is reawakening with you. Probably gestating at this time, right? Going within, what did I really want to, what I wanted to do when I was a child? So then now in the springtime, you're ready to go out and show it to the world. You're ready to take it out into the world. But there is some, I'm not usually as drawn to the children part of this like I am right now with this particular reading. There's definitely, it has something to do with children for some of you, for quite a few of you actually. Working with children, sharing spiritual knowledge with children, teaching children something, a book, or just figuring out how to break down complicated spiritual messages, complicated like new age stuff or whatever it is that you believe in, figuring out how to take those complicated messages. This queen can do it all, you know, and breaking it down for children to understand it. That's what I'm getting from that. So of course that's not going to be for all of you. But I think that's cool if it is for some of you. Leave a comment below if that's for you. Because that's exciting. I actually want to do that. Now that I think, no, I don't want to do that. I mean, I would want to do it, but I don't think I have the energy or the time or I don't want it bad enough, right? And again, being drawn to this angel more, like maybe it's angel messages or explaining angels to children in some way, or yeah. She has a Torah in her hand. I'm really getting writing. Like you're writing a children's book or some kind of children's material that people can teach from to explain complicated spiritual things to kids. Wow. That's exciting. Okay, that's of course not going to be for all of you, but that message did come through, so I had to say it. Okay, so for some of you, see your seeds grow. This is a financial thing. It's a job thing. Something new is coming in the spring. This is kind of traditional money, not as much entrepreneurial spirit as this is. This is very much business owner, starting your own thing, creating something, your own business. This is more traditional way to make money. So I don't necessarily get that you're retreating from work. I think you're retreating maybe even from life in general. If you're working, I don't think there's a lot of energy around it this winter. Some of you may have been laid off. That's why you're juggling money. That was the loss. You're going within to kind of figure all that out. But you will figure it out. You will come to some kind of understanding. And in the springtime, you'll be ready to, you're planting seeds maybe right now, but in the springtime, you'll be able to watch them grow. For some people, their own business kind of thing. For some people, another monetary kind of thing. But the big urgent message from Spirit right now, straight to you guys, is take care of yourselves right now. That's the only thing that you need to be worried about at this moment. All right, I'm going to get, first of all, a Sacred Traveler Oracle to finish this up. We get 2 oracles to finish it up today. We get a Sacred Traveler for pile 3. What final messages do you have for pile 3? Crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. That's just reiterating that message, but in a very beautiful way. Look at that card. That's so pretty. So that's just a double down on that message. It's time to heal. It's time to take care of yourself. It's a nurturing time, but also to mend and releasing. I like that part of it. That's the first time that came up. So maybe you got to release some stuff before you can, as you're doing this cocooning kind of thing, it's time to release some stuff too. And then you can move forward in the spring. All right, one final message from the Sedona Oracle deck for my pile 3s. What's the last message? Let's see. Desert Spirit, love from Creator. Oh, that's fantastic. That's just like the universe giving you a big hug right now as you're doing all this nurturing and soul, you're not really even soul searching. Just as you're taking care of yourself, the universe is taking care of you. It's just a big hug. That's what that card is. I love it. All right, that's all I have for my pile 3s. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Take care.